Okay. Wow. Do we have a hell of a thing going on today? Ooh-wee. Wow-wee-wah. Man. All right. We're just kind of getting everything here together on our end. We got some crazy motherfuckers. We got some crazy motherfuckers in the world, man. Dang. I can't believe that people like this out there exist. I'm going to be completely honest. But we're going to see some real shocking things. Jesus. All right, let's see here. Sorry, guys. Everybody just chill out. You can call in. The number is, I will put you on air. 909-521-8324. So yeah, if you want to call in, 909-521-8324. As long as we keep it peaceful and nice and pretty and but we're going to get into some real welcome to the corner, by the way. Where are my manners? Jeez. It's like I have none. Where are my manners? Well, the delay on there is minimal. That's good. All right. So, here we are. We see ourselves right here on X, where all the vile, horrible people can be found. Let's go ahead and let's start off with something. This is actually
all the same things that Charlie.
This is actually a pretty good question that this gentleman asked. So I want to start off with some real logical kind of questions.
I believed all of the things that he stood for.
That we can really analyze ourselves, because it's really, this whole thing is quite puzzling to me. And the reason why I think it's puzzling to me is that I just don't understand. There must be some kind of thing that I'm missing, because I can't, all these tabs up here, and I was not running out of, I just got tired of looking. These were not like, this isn't the end, but this is some of the horrible shit that these demonic humans are saying. It blows my mind. But let's start with something positive from this gentleman right here.
I believe all the same things that Charlie Kirk did. I believed all of the things that he stood for. And it blows my mind that people would kill me for that. What's even worse is, according to most of my social media feeds, a lot of my friends would cheer for that if someone did. For what? What did he say that was wrong? He said that the Bible was true. He said that Jesus was God. He said that you shouldn't let children distort their bodies based on feelings. He said that that you shouldn't kill babies just because the parents were too dumb to not have it. He said all the things that I believe, and he was killed for it. Do you believe the same things that Charlie Kirk did? I'm seeing a lot of hate and a lot of anger, and rightfully so, because this is disgusting. You can't even ride a public train. You can't even send your kids to school at a church. You can't even debate people in public. You can't You just can't be right and morally right in this country anymore without worrying about your own life. So if you believe the same things that he did, I think the right thing to do is not to repay evil.
Slay them.
It is
No, I'm
not
kidding.
to become like them. It is not to lower yourself. What do? You pray first and foremost, but you continue what he said.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. Am I religious? Do I think that that Jesus Christ is out there, or up in heaven or whatever, and he's going to come down? I don't know. That's the thing. Okay? The difference is I literally don't know. And I'm okay with that for now. But that doesn't mean that I'm right. That doesn't mean that they're wrong.
He started.
I would prefer if God or Jesus came down from heaven while he was still in the clouds, and he said, "Look, this is your one deal. Everybody take your phones out, take a video. Look, I'm real, okay? Boom, okay. You want me to do some magic shit real quick? Okay, I'll do that." I'm sure that Charlie would have a reason why he wouldn't do that, but I'm like, man, that would really help me out in believing in God. And I mean, like, there are religions that have been around for much, much longer than other religions, and they all have pretty much the same principle. They all pretty much believe in the same thing. They all pretty much are providing humans with guardrails so that we don't collapse in ourselves and just kamikaze sabotage one another like we're doing right now. And that's where I think religion is valuable, is because if you need guiding lights, or if you need a guide to tell you what's right, what's wrong, then yes. But like, for me, I mean, I was religious. I was brought up religious. So I know all these things. I know you shouldn't kill people. I know you shouldn't steal things. But the thing is that there are people out there now that have just totally said, you know what, we're in a hedonistic society and we don't believe in anything, and so we're gonna just do whatever the hell we want. And it is absolutely mind-boggling how you still think you might have a conscience and you're doing this shit we're about to see. Let's continue.
Continue being vocal about your beliefs. Continue telling people that killing a baby in the womb is wrong, that becoming a different gender is not possible. It's mental health. We speak up. That's what it is. We all need to speak up. Charlie Kirk made a life out of standing up for the truth, and unabashedly so. He made a career out of speaking truth when other people didn't listen. And I think we all need to. I think we all need to. That's how you repay this evil, is not with more evil. You repay this evil by showing evil that it did not succeed. The same way that when Jesus died, evil thought it had won, and then 3 days later, it realized it was sorely mistaken, that the devil did not win, and that God triumphs over that evil. How do we triumph over this evil? We continue his crusade, not with the sword, not with a gun, not with anger, not with hate, but with truth. Respond with truth. Make sure everybody in your life, social media, coworkers, everybody knows the truth that you believe. Charlie Kirk died for that truth. Are you willing to speak it? I know I am. I promise you, my videos are going to get a whole lot more truthful. God bless you.
Hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Do I agree with everything that he said? No. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't have to agree with everything that he said. The whole point is that he can say some things and I go, oh, yeah, okay. I don't necessarily think every single baby that every time a woman gets pregnant, she should have it regardless. I don't believe in that. But I'm like, hey, man, you do you, bro. You do you. If you believe in that, more power to you. I'm not angry. But I also don't agree. We are beyond the just praying. Praying. Those kids got, you know, and they were praying. We have to do something else. I'm not saying anything violent, but we have to go out there. Just like everybody says, you know, you just created 10 million Charlie Kirks. All right. Well, let's see it. All these kids in school, they have an opportunity to rise up, to join Turning Point, and really make a difference. The more that like Republicans, not even Republicans, really. At this point, we are beyond just Republicans and Democrats. We are to the point now to where we're just talking about non-lunatics and lunatics. Because what we're about to see is these are lunatics. All right, let's get right into it. All right, first one up. Well, let's start off with this whiz-bang one. This is something I don't get. Who is it? CBS. I don't know what this is, but I personally find it quite disgusting. Let's go ahead and give it a listen.
So what more do we know about the suspect?
Our Justice correspondent Scott McFarlane has been piecing together the life of Tyler Robinson.
Like what the fuck is this? He's been piecing together the life of Tyler Robinson. Like he's some... I am so confused. What is that? What is this? He's been piecing together the life of Tyler Robinson because he is so gifted. Like it sounds like he's talking about an artist or something. It's so strange.
Tyler Robinson grew up in southwest Utah, about 4 hours from the site of the shooting. The family spent a lot of time
and the whole thing just reeks of admiration.
The outdoors, according to a neighbor, where Robinson became comfortable around guns. A stellar student in high school, Robinson earned a full ride at Utah State University.
This guy, this sounds like a documentary on like Martin Luther King or some shit. What is this?
But only stayed a semester. Neighbor Kristen,
because he was so smart.
Swearman said
he only stayed a semester. Why? Probably because he did some dumbass shit like this.
Smart, quiet, and respectful.
This is a total shock because that's not who Tyler was. That's not who Tyler is, and that
you got these people saying that's not who he is. That's not what it is. No, that is exactly who he is. That's exactly who that fool is. What are you talking about?
That's what shocks us all is that
Is a total piece of shit.
if he did this, we think there was something else behind it.
My God. I can't with these people, man. We think there was something else behind it. Hey, did you ever tell him I'm a Republican and I hate trans? Why don't you go say that to his ass? See how he freaks the hell out.
In years, according to Utah Governor Spencer Cox, Robinson became increasingly politicized, referencing a recent conversation Robinson had with his family.
So, his whole family apparently is apparently Republican. He was the only Democrat in the whole family or some shit like that, right? And so he gets brought up with Republican parents and then he goes off to college. Where they do what? Radicalize his ass. Where they're teaching other shit besides instead of teaching this kid how to do calculus, they're teaching him about how he can become a woman and furries and all this other bullshit. Hey, why don't you focus on teaching our kids what they need to know to get through in life? Teach them how to balance a fucking checkbook, for God's sake. Anything. Teach them about buying a house. Teach them how they could get fucked over when they're buying a house. You know how many people get fucked over buying a house? I know one, and it's me. Why? Because, you know what? Nobody taught me about that shit in school. Teach me about here's how you can not get screwed when you're buying a house. Here's how taxes work. Here's how you can actually make more money as you're spending money because of tax loopholes and stuff like that. Why don't we do that? I mean, come on. What are we doing? Fucking around with, everybody you could be a twig if you want to be a twig. You could be a tree, you could be a leaf. It doesn't even matter. Whatever you want to be. You want to go in the locker room, the girls' locker room, and because you just decided today that you're a woman? Well, guess what? You could do that. And you know what? More power it's so weird. Meanwhile, people out there have no idea what the process is even like when you buy a house, getting a checking account. Half the kids nowadays don't even know how to do their own damn laundry. We need to bring back home ec. These motherfuckers be looking at the washing machine like, damn, that's where you take all my shit to clean it? I thought a magic genie was doing that. Parents are letting their kids down. And they're not even though he had a Republican family, you can still fail your kid. How? By not giving them responsibilities. This dude probably had no idea how the world worked, never had to critically think for himself, never questioned anything. He just listens to shit, and then he's just told, that's just what you do. Rather than and he's like, oh, just going along in life like a goddamn robot. And then all of a sudden he goes into college, and they're like, Charlie Kirk is evil. He's evil. Rather than actually thinking for yourself. Wild, right? It's the craziest thing. And I wish that it wasn't the way it is right now, because it is really, really sad to see everything that is going on in the world, really. You got this doofus here. Just and you know what? It doesn't just ruin his life. It ruins his parents' life. It ruins his siblings' life. I don't know what he thought was going to happen. I like. Did you think that everybody was going to just start clapping and cheering? This kid, the left has lost the plot, man. And this kid, he apparently was like part of Antifa. We'll see a little bit of that later on, but yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Let's finish this dumbass fucking.
Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the
This guy's not a dumbass.
he had. The family member also stated Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate.
See?
A police affidavit.
The family. So apparently the family was saying, "Oh, Kirk, he's even if they're I guess they're Republican, but they're like, Kirk, he's full of hate."
Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate.
And you know that there's probably a pretty good chance that there was a lot more said at the dinner table than just like, "Oh, he's full of hate." Yeah, there's probably a pretty good chance there was some other stuff said that made him go, "Ooh, this is how I can get my parents to love me."
A police affidavit reviewed by CBS News says the etchings on the casings from the gun included anti-fascist messages like, "Hey, fascist, catch." Robinson was registered to vote.
I don't know what this up arrow, down, left, right shit is.
Inactive, suggesting he might not have voted in the November election. The governor praised Robinson's family today for intervening and urged people to...
Man, you know what? Fuck all of them. Fuck all of them. Praising them? Like, that dad probably was like, "Yo, Tyler, look, man, it's $100,000, bro." They're like, even your own damn family's going to turn your ass in for $100,000, homie.
Disconnect from social media.
It is not good to consume. Social media is a cancer on our society right now. And I would encourage people to log off, turn off, touch grass, hug a family member.
No
go out
joke.
in your community.
All these fools, all they do is just their phone like that. Like, this is like the one goddamn thing. This is the one goddamn thing that means anything to them. We start taking that damn phone away, freak out zone. They're going straight to the freak out zone.
Scott, where does this case go next?
As the afternoon concluded Friday, the FBI was executing a search warrant at the family home. We'll see what evidence that brings up that's relevant to the court case that is to follow. The prosecutor in Utah speaks.
Like,
about what else are your law enforcement sources concerned about tonight?
They shouldn't even be making this. Like, the way that they did this was dirty and grungy, and it's nasty, and I don't like it. I think that they didn't really demonize him like he is, like the demon he is. That's what they should have done, but instead they were like, "Oh yeah. Yeah, so, this is where he grew up. This was the bike he rode. His first car was a Honda." Like, come on, shut the fuck up, man. We don't care about none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about that dude. I got a good solution. At the end of this, I'm going to tell you guys what my solution is and what I think Trump should do. This is what I think Trump should do with all these crazy ass criminals that do crazy ass shit like this. At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you, and it's going to be perfect, because you guys are all going to go, "Oh my God, that's brilliant. It's a brilliant freaking opportunity." Then we're going to be saying we need more crazy people out there. All right, so here we go. So we got this guy, all right. These guys, man, there's absolutely zero motherfucking integrity with these fucks. Let's get the record straight, Chaya. I have never justified Charlie Kirk's assassination, and claiming otherwise is a flat out lie. Look at this absolute piece of shit. I want to open up, see his dumbass face. Look at him, so stupid. William Corey Amix for Congress. Yeah, you are never, ever going to become, man, if you make it to Congress or whatever, oh God, may Lord have mercy on where you live. Look, I don't know a lot about politics. I'm going to be honest. But you know what I do know? I do know what is right and what is wrong. And I do know that killing a guy for being willing to get up there and have open conversation with people, and that there's nothing that he said that would, whatever happened, are these people so fucking dumb that they lost sight of the sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me? Like, do we have to go back there? Because apparently we do. I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed in just human beings right now. How do you not have a clue right now what is right and what is wrong? Here's what this fool said. Here's what I actually wrote. That doesn't mean I condone what happened. Political violence is wrong. Always. It poisons our democracy, no matter who the target is. That line was in the same post you screenshotted. Okay? Well, what's up with this? Let me be blunt. I will not pretend to feel sorry for Charlie Kirk. For years, he has profited off division, peddled conspiracy theories, and targeted marginalized groups with rhetoric. Show more. So I would have to click the thing. But this fucking lying. He's fucking lying. Just a liar. Just a big fucking lie. Just a damn liar. Bunch of fucking no integrity, dumb. I'm gonna have to censor this quite a bit in the editing and the post editing, apparently. Yeah, here's this fucking dumbass's fucking site or X. Get verified, like for Congress, stand out, be replied. What a fucking dumbass piece of shit. Oh, here we go. We got another real winner. It's great / disgusting. Because these fools just put their ass out there. They just put their ass out there. So, so this is Tristan. And, oopsie daisies. And apparently he made this. Check out your local white supremacists. I'm sure they're having a rough day. Poppy Trizzy. That's it, man. Like, what a these fools, man, they're so dumb. You are so dumb. You are really dumb. Hold on. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. These, man. And it's like, I am so curious. I wish I could go into their mind and just exist for like a minute, just so I could see what they see, hear what they hear, feel what they feel, and just like try to understand. How do you not think that? Am I a huge believer in karma? No. But bro, Like, to take the time to do this Photoshop job, and then post it. Like, I mean, you got to, like, spend some time. That's like worse than just saying some horrible words. You got to, like, go to your computer or have a special app on your phone where you can like, you know, pen tool yourself out and then put it on the. It's like, dude, man. And you wonder. I would love to just exist in their mind so that I could figure out or, like, see their world, so that because I'm so curious to know how they think this is a good idea. Even if you felt like this, even if you really hated Charlie Kirk and you were like, man, I hope that dude dies. Like, even if you really felt that way, self-preservation should kick in and go, you know, I really, really shouldn't do that. I really shouldn't say that thing because it might not seem the best. So this guy's going to probably get fired from his job wherever he works. All right, then let's
Talking about a moment ago.
Then let's look at this. Fire this dumb cunt on there immediately. No shit. I've kind of pre-watched all these, so like I wonder what's going on through her head. Does she not know what the hell is going on? Does she not know what the subject is they're talking about? Does she not see this? Maybe she doesn't see it. That's the only thing that I can possibly think. But considering it's a multi-million-dollar, maybe billion, I don't know how much that. I mean, how much is MSNBC worth? Let's see. It is worth, wow, holy crap. I mean, ever since they started, in 2010, it was worth 2.8 billion. But, ever since they started being nut jobs over there, now it's only worth 903 million. So, and that's it. That 903 million is actually a decrease of 8% from just last year. So they're going down real quick. But they're a $903 million news network. And this chick is acting like she has no idea what is going on.
Because
I guess somebody could have. It is possible. It is possible to edit this. So we take everything with a grain of salt. But I'm thinking that never happened, because let me explain what's going on in this little clip right here. We got this going on. They're talking about Charlie Kirk shot at the Utah event, and she's pretty much ignoring it.
As we were just talking about a moment ago with Alan, after one of the Doge employees was allegedly attacked in Washington, D.C., that's what Donald Trump used as justification.
What is this fucking dumbass doing? She's trying to get fired. She is tired of working. That's what I think it is. She's tired of working. She's trying to get fired, and she's doing a damn good job of it.
To send in federal troops into Washington, D.C. to get things under control, the carjacking situation.
You know what echo chamber this bitch lives in.
He used that. And I know it's hard to predict the future, Mark, but you can imagine the administration using this as a
Mark is probably like, man, you're looking real bad right now. I would stop doing what act like you had a fuzz in your eye and you couldn't see the screen.
justification for something.
I must admit, I'm at a loss to guess as to what happens next. But Kirk,
because
that's absolutely crazy. All right, let's move right along. All right, here we have Joanna Schvedier. She's a teacher in Cleveland. She said she hopes Charlie Kirk never finds rest and always suffers for eternity. All right. Wow. Okay. May you never find rest and always suffer in eternity, Charlie Kirk. That's karma. This lady is a lunatic. And anybody who works at this intervention specialist, no, that can't possibly mean what I'm thinking. Oh my God. There's no way. What? So an intervention specialist provides tailored support to individuals, often children, facing academic, behavioral, social, or developmental challenges by designing and implementing specialized plans. This right here is enemy number fucking one. These types of motherfuckers right here are the prime enemy, because what is she doing? Behavioral issues. You know what you need to do is, are you gay? Do you think you're a woman? Do you think that maybe you should try being a woman? There's all kinds of shit like this going on out there, and we don't even know about it. People like this, people who have this thought process, should be staying far away from children, education centers, medical, any medical, anything medical, food service, handling food. Because if they find out you're a Republican, they might actually kill you. They might actually slip something into your food. They might spit in your burger. Who knows? They might intentionally get hepatitis just so they can give it to all the Republicans. It's crazy, man. That's how nuts these people are. So, Joanna Schveder. Boy, I hope University Heights City School District fires her ass like immediately. And they're dumb if they don't. They are dumb as hell. Because if I was working there, I'd be like, yeah, you know what? With that crazy chick, that crazy bitch, yeah, I'm a fucking Republican. I don't feel safe with her because she might do some crazy shit. Because obviously that wasn't out the realm of possibilities for her. She can't have a conversation. It's literally impossible. But you know what she can do? She can provide tailored support to individuals, often children, facing academic, behavioral, social, or developmental challenges by designing and implementing specialized plans. She could do that, but she can't have a fucking conversation. You should not be responsible for anybody, including your own damn children. Like I said, we're going to get to my perfect plan. It is the perfect plan. It's the best, it's the most perfect plan anybody's ever planned. I'm just letting you know. So just hang in there for a little bit. And guess what? We're going to talk about the perfect plan. It's the best perfect plan. All right? It's going to be the best perfect plan you've ever heard in your life. Okay, here we go. Moving on. Oh, jeez, man. It is depressing, but at the same time, very revealing It is, they like, and they're so dumb. Like, these people are literally so dumb that they think that they won. All they won, they're like, I'm gonna go post that on fucking Twitter. and you know what they're gonna win? You know what they're gonna end up winning? Losing their damn job. That's what they're gonna end up winning. This cancel culture, man, ain't it a real bitch? Ain't it a real bitch now, huh? Be crying like a little bitch now because you lost your job? Oh, well, I bet you would think twice when you were trying to cancel every motherfucking Republican for saying like stupid shit. Like, be like, hey man, like one guy would just be like, hey dude, you're acting gay. Like, friends, oh, you're canceled. Like, what a fucking bunch of shit. Bleeding. Look at this. This chick, Leslie Smithson, and the ball, she puts her name on here like she is gonna, like, people are gonna be carrying her around like the NFL fucking field goal kicker that just kicked the winning field goal. 10 likes. And you know what I would do if I saw the actual post? I would be looking at these fools. I'd be looking at these fools. 10 likes? That's too many likes. Yeah, we need to find out. We need to dox this one. Yep. We're going to play the old doxing game. All right, let's move right along. We already hit that one. Oh, here we go. We got a real Looney Tune.
Fox News Channel for continuing coverage. You fucking get what you fucking deserve. I just saw the fucking video. Looks like he got shot in the neck or chest. I mean, I'm not saying I wish death upon someone, but that's what I'm fucking saying for this motherfucker. Piece of fucking shit. I hope he's dead. Is that gonna get me arrested? I hope he's not dead. Oh no, pray for Charlie Kirk.
Oh my God.
And he's a huge advocate for gun rights. If that is an irony, I don't know what is.
Wow.
Today's good day.
These people are that is this some of these people just need to straight be sent to an insane asylum. I am not even kidding. I am being completely serious. These people need to just go straight to the insane asylum and just be locked up. But my idea is much better, much more entertaining. My idea is so much better. It's the best idea. Just wait and hold on till we get to the end. So this Looney Tune here, yeah, hopefully, she looks homeless, so I don't think she has a job. But at least anybody who knows her can avoid her at all costs because she's crazy. These are the types of people. And why are they mostly women? That's another question I have. Why are they mostly women? Why? Is it because mostly women have been brainwashed? I've seen a handful of dudes and their girlfriend or wife or whoever is probably out of camera, out of their freaking shot, going, you better sing, I'm looking at you, I'm watching you. They are cooked. And I'm not saying cooked. Okay? Big difference. Mega difference. Okay, so when they go, oh yeah, well, he was just somehow he lived in a Republican household and things got out of control to where now he's marching with, allegedly this is him. I don't know for a fact, but it doesn't seem like it would be out of the realm of possibility. He's wearing a rainbow flag. He probably was confused. He probably was confused. He was gay. And it's like, dude, there's nothing wrong with being gay, man. Maybe his dad was so hard a Republican, he would be dropping the F word every once in a while. And he's like, man, if my dad finds out, he's going to hate me. Maybe he was socially awkward. Who knows? But it says, here's him in regular garb. And by the way, there have been people who have photoshopped a shirt on here that says that's a Trump shirt. But it says, how interesting that everybody is sharing the photo on the left as a way to label the shooter conservative, but conveniently forgetting about the more recent photo on the right. Well, here's somebody who says it isn't him. Second of all, it's hilarious that people think the photo on the left proves he's conservative. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if this is him or not. It could be, could not be. Like I said, it doesn't sound like it's out of the realm of possibility for that to be him. Moving right along. We're just burning and turning here. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Yeah, this is a good point. DeRay says, yes, this isn't canceling people. This is making businesses aware that they have a mentally deranged lunatic working for them. These people will harm Trump supporters / GOP if they're given the opportunity. That's exactly what I'm saying. If you're a nurse and you have hate in your heart like this, nursing is not the place for you. I mean, it's just not. Because, man, if I knew that one of these fools, if this lady right here was a nurse,
You fucking get what you fucking deserve. I just saw the fucking video. Looks like he got shot in the neck or chest.
if I went to the hospital and I knew that this lady was my nurse, and I said, like, I was like, oh yeah, or like I didn't even know this, but like you wouldn't see this video. You would just be in there thinking like, no, everything's good, and then all of a sudden you're like, hey, man, that's so sad about Charlie Kirk, huh? And she's like, you are the enemy. And she's like, I'll be right back. And you're like, that was weird. And then she comes back with a syringe full of something. And you're like, I didn't know I was getting a shot. Yeah, you are. Huh? Like, that's the type of shit that these lunatics do. If you can cheer for that behavior on somebody who is just literally just out there speaking, just using their free speech. They're not saying, the left says, not everybody. The left says like he's hate, he's fascist, there's nothing that he said that was ever hateful. I've watched all of his videos. And if I ever heard him say anything he's always been respectful in any kind of debate. He's always been like, well, hey, I respect that. If that's the way you want to do it, then that's fine. That's just not how I see it. There's nothing wrong with that. And for some reason, the left is just foaming at the mouth like a rabid fucking dog. Here we go. Anyone who cheers the assassination of political of a political opponent has no business working with children, in healthcare, or in any position of consequence. This isn't cancel culture. It's about protecting society from the mentally unhinged and morally depraved. Such people must never be trusted with decision-making authority or any decision that will affect you in any way at all. That's why my solution that I'm going to tell you about at the end of the video is the best solution. It's the best solution, the only solution, and it's what I would do. All right, moving right along. Let's keep going. This is already getting long. A young man scheduled an interview with our office for an internship. Today, he sent us a text smearing Charlie Kirk and excusing his killer. He also bragged that he'll be interning in a political figure's office in Illinois. Should we call and let them know who they've hired? Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. Are you crazy? I hope your dumb cunt of a rep will stop spreading fake news. Charlie Kirk killer was a MAGA. Man, you work for a terrorist organization. It's disgusting. F MAGA, F Mace, F Trump. I don't know what that is, but F Mace. Burning bridges. These fools just burning bridges like they don't never need them. All right. Let's see what this is about. Oh, this is what we need right now. Something happened to this Gator Gar where it seems like a legitimate question, but this is what the left is doing, and they don't even fucking realize it. All right, Christians, help an ex-atheist and former Democrat out, meaning he's gone. He's left the Democrat Party. People can't put up with this. How can anybody see all this hate? How can anybody see all this hate and then go, yeah, those are my people right there? That's them. You see that one right there saying like blood squirting out? That's actually one of my besties. People are leaving. Good for him or her. Because man, like, you know what? At this point in time, we really do need stuff like that. We really do need more religion, more church. Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. I wonder, is it this one? Yeah, look at this. This is crazy too. Poster for Office Depot, man. They're trying to, Office Depot. They're trying to get canceled themselves. Thank you. Look. The receipt, the poster. Seriously. What is wrong about this? What is wrong with trying to get some posters printed? It is absolutely insane how insensitive, how just like, man, like it blows. Look, watch this. Oh, you can clearly see what's going on here. We came in for an order. Oh shit. Boy, you done gone to the wrong Office Depot, son. Look at this fool. I can't tell if that's a man, woman, or what that is.
Earlier, or
Oh, yeah. Damn. Does she have a red shirt on? Oh, my God. I hope not. Oh, she does.
for a vigil
Damn, that's a big girl.
tonight for somebody that passed. It's not.
Yeah. All of a sudden, shit's propaganda. Just, I want to, like, this has nothing to do with any politics or anything. You're so fucking dumb that you literally don't even know that he's not a politician. He's not even a politician. He just goes out there and just says, hey, let's have a conversation. Both these fools need to get ixnayed.
Not
It's propaganda. I'm sorry. We don't put that here.
This is probably in San Diego.
alrighty. So,
Oh, no, it's probably in Michigan, maybe. I don't know.
what's your name?
Pharaoh, I'm print supervisor.
I'm one of the managers,
Yes.
so unfortunately, we do
So
not
they
print-
say they don't print
we don't
political
print
propaganda. So this is somebody that passed away a couple years
That's
ago from a
political
bullet.
propaganda, unfortunately. I'm
So
sorry.
this is for a prayer tonight, for a prayer vigil.
It's still propaganda.
Oh, yeah. Well, we don't believe in that. Okay? You Nazi, fascist, son of a bitch, homophobic, transphobic.
Unfortunately,
What makes it propaganda?
Yeah, what makes it propaganda? Yeah, tell me what makes it propaganda.
he's a political figure.
He's not a political figure. He's just a guy who talks. He's not part of politics at all.
And I don't have to. Yeah.
Our general manager is going to be in on Monday. If you
No,
want to
it's
speak
totally
further
okay.
on
No,
the
we have-
subject,
we have
you
lots- we
are
have-
welcome to return.
Thank you.
These fools, yeah, everybody needs to be fired. If the general manager backs him up, fired. Boom, done. Everybody's fired. Clean this whole Office Depot out. We're rehiring. Rehiring. We're rehiring. We're hiring from the top down. Oh, yeah. Oh man, I gotta hold this one off to the end. Sorry guys. Okay, so we got missed that. Oh man, this one is crazy. So this guy, he done fucked up. Look at this shit. There is literally, this dude is the devil. That is one of the most evil things I have seen. Charlie's daughter in the front row with a little girl covered in blood, or covered in ketchup probably. But, dude, this person, they work with kids. It's not this guy. His name is Aiden. Let's see. What is it? There's another. Aiden Jones of Salem, Oregon. Oh, and the internet is all over this motherfucker. Whoa, there's his email, there's his phone number. Oh my God, bro, you done fucked up. Oh, they're pulling pictures from it. Oh God. Dude. I mean, I can't believe that dude actually did that. This dude that's pure evil. That is so evil that this dude right here with his dumbass face could say that like, man, I feel like I'm being played in a way, because I'm like, man, come on. This can't be real. These people can't really. Oh my God, no. He did do it. Finally, something I have in common with Charlie Kirk. We both gave our blood to make a better world. Wow, this guy is a real piece of work. People like this, dude, scare me, man. Like, really. That dude ruined his life. He's gonna be getting fired. And you piss people off, man. They'll get real crazy real quick. Oh, they found out where he worked. So Aiden Jones at Witchcraft Heights Elementary School. What? Let me see. Because you know what? Thing is that a goddamn real name of a school? Damn, it is. Okay. Because you know what? Companies, people, facilities, they don't need this. Let's see what the culture looks like. We have a beautiful garden. Clearly. Meet our team. Let's see. Oh, man. Oh, don't tell me he works with kids. Oh, my God, he does. Jesus Christ. Well, here's the school that he works at. So, yeah. And there's the contact button right there. That's insane. He works with kids. Program and culture. Oh, man. It is. What's our mission statement? School improvement plan. Fire Aiden Jones. That's what you should do. That's what you should do. That's the first thing you do. You could improve the school instantly. I mean, I don't know if he works here. Let's do this. Hold on. Oh man, hold on. Cause I might be wrong, man. It might be some lady. And then all of a sudden, somebody's getting the brunt end of the for no real reason. And I ain't about that life. But that guy, he needs to be. I mean that's dude. That's like a fucking. That's almost a fucking threat. No, that is him. That is him because that is his number. So, hopefully, your kids don't go to this school and hopefully they're not Republican, because who knows what kind of crazy shit he would do to them. Yeah. Anyways, so there's just a couple of other things I want to touch on here. So I want to talk about some basic talking points. There are some core emotional and moral impacts here, right? Charlie Kirk was executed in cold blood during a peaceful speech in front of his wife and kids for nothing more than expressing conservative ideas and values. This makes the act not just political violence, but pure evil and inhumane. Instead of universal condemnation, leftists on TikTok, Reddit, and X celebrated Kirk's death with videos laughing at a father's murder reaching millions. It shows, and what this does is it really shows a culture of cruelty infecting the left. Like there was a Seattle protester who proudly held a sign reading, "Charlie Kirk shot, hell yes." This really does capture the depravity of cheering political assassination in public. And not so like it's not just enough for Charlie to have passed, but now they're attacking his wife on social media with gloating comments. When even the widow is mocked, it shows how dehumanized the left has. Well, it shows how dehumanized conservatives have become in the eyes of the radical left. Republicans never celebrated when Gabby Giffords was shot or when Paul Pelosi was attacked. The left alone normalizes joy in the death of opponents. And that is damn scary. We got the Antifa bullet engravings saying, "Hey, fascists, catch." And then, like recent, there have been, what is it? What has it been only 2 years? And we have had people, we've had 3 people try to shoot people on the left, or we've had 3 people try to kill, dead, like shoot them in the head, people on the right, within 2 years. I mean, what kind of world are we living in for real? I mean, all of a sudden, things just kicked off, I guess, because within 2 years, we have, more assassination attempts on people than, a decade. So I guess whatever happened, happened. And, the way that the left works is they, left and right, actually, the government overall, who knows what the actual goal of all this shit is. But the best way to conquer an enemy is to separate, divide, and then conquer. Like divide, conquer. And if you think about it, go back to COVID-19, because I knew a bunch of married couples who the husband would be Republican and the wife would be Democratic. And I remember asking them, like, how do you do that? I don't understand how you do it. Because because before I married my amazing wife, I was with a lunatic. And we just couldn't have conversation. And so we just never talked about it. And then that's what they said they did. But then the government said, I see what's happening. You guys have different opinions and you're just not talking about them. Nice. Well, guess what? COVID-19. Boom. Now you're stuck in the house with that individual. Not only that, but you have kids. You that whole not talking about it, that ain't gonna work no more, because Somebody's going to be like, my son is going to school. He's not getting the shot. The other person's going to be like, they're getting the shot. We're not trying to kill people. Huh? All of a sudden, now you have to talk about it. Because now it involves people other than just yourself. So what do? You start fighting. Then what do? You break up. And now all this is happening. It's brilliant. They're good. They're good at what they do. Because and it's a slow roll. It's not like, oh yeah, just letting you guys know, here's what's going to happen. You're going to be fighting with each other. You're going to want your kid to get the shot. You're not going to want your kid to get the shot. You are going to get the shot. You're not going to get the shot. And so since you won't get the shot, she's not going to want to be around you, and she's going to tell you to leave. Boom, done. Marriage toast. And then come to find out, the shot never even fucking mattered. It never even mattered. All of that fighting for absolutely no goddamn reason. All those marriages broken up for no reason. Yeah. But yeah, it's really a sad, it's a sad world. It's sad that, like, you know, rather than universally condemning this atrocity, I mean, if you can't call it an atrocity, then you are not a human being. Many on the left are, you know, they're celebrating it. They're celebrating Kirk's death. In what world do you have to live where you think the echo chamber that you exist in has got to be massive? And so it's got to be watertight for you to think that you're going to post all that stuff. And it's like, what do you think people are going to do? You think everybody's going to be cheering for you? Like, you're going to get 5,000 likes? Is that what you think you're going to get? Yeah, I'm going to get so many likes. I'm going to get so many likes. Oh, God, I'm going to jump on this right away. Pure, unadulterated evil. And the thing is, these news outlets, man, they are as much to blame. You know, you can't continuously call somebody a Nazi. They're a Nazi, they're a Nazi, they're a Nazi, they're fascist, or anti-fascist, or whatever the hell. I don't know. And then, you know, especially when this happens and you're like, oh, you're on the news, like, talking about something else completely. In Seattle, there was a far left protester, like, who literally wasted no time dancing on Kirk's grave, on Charlie's grave. He stood downtown holding a sign that read, "Charlie Kirk shot, hell yes." Like, this man, these people should be looked into. These types of people should be looked into, and they should 100% all be fired. Because if I worked at anybody who works at any of these companies, and somebody like this somebody like this comes out at your company saying some stuff like this, I would do like Asmongold said. I go, I do not feel safe I do not feel safe here with that individual. When they are cheering the death, the straight murder in front of his family for just peacefully having a conversation. When they're cheering that, I don't want to know what they would do to me. Like, I don't want to fucking know. So, maybe I might have to sue you. I don't know. That's what I would. It's just so. Let's get to. Let's get to. Oh yeah, and hold on. There's this one more I was looking at. So there was a Republican teen killed for his politics in September of 2022. There was an 18-year-old conservative named Kaylor Ellingson was run over by a man in North Dakota after a street dance simply because of a political argument. The killer, Shannon Brandt, told police the teen was from a Republican extremist group and he feared the kid was calling friends to get him, so he floored his SUV and killed the boy. There was zero evidence the victim was a Republican extremist. It was a paranoid excuse. Brandt was a middle-aged, left-leaning man who literally hunted down a teenager with his car over politics, killing him in cold blood. Yet this story got buried in the press. As President Trump lamented, not one mainstream media network even mentioned this horrible crime. Imagine the media frenzy if the roles were reversed. If a MAGA supporter ran over a young Democrat, we would literally never hear the end of it. It'd be right-wing extremists, Nazi, racist, but a leftist does it to a conservative, and it's crickets. And that silence speaks volumes. All right, before we wrap it up, I want to tell you my plan. So here's the ultimate plan. What we're going to do. Okay, what we're going to do. Let me pull up paint. Okay, I got the perfect solution. I should pull up. I got the perfect solution here. Okay? First, what we're going to do is we're going to get this paint gizmo to work, okay? Alright, just want to make sure everything is working. We have, for example, we have the coast of California, or we could just use Texas. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant, really. We have California here. All right. I think California fits quite well because that's where all the lunatics are located. So we got California. Something like this right here. Let's just do that again. Hold on. Okay, so we got California. We got a bing, a bang, a boom, 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 a bing, and then a zoom, zoom. Okay? We got California right here. And what we do is right here, you know what they say, X marks the spot. Okay? Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where I would like this placed. Okay. Oopsie daisies. Don't worry. We want it kind of far, but not too far. Because we don't want to be too far for people to go visit. You're going to know what I'm saying whenever I'm done saying it, okay? Okay, let's see. Where can we... Alright, what I'm thinking here, guys. Yeah, people wouldn't mind driving up here. It's quite nice. We'll make it in the middle. Okay, here we go. So, we got over here, we have right around here, we got San Clemente. Oopsie daisies. Right around here, we have San Clemente Island. Okay. It's a nice island, great island. Then up here, we got another island. That's Catalina Island. It's a little bigger. Not that bigger, though. So we'll fix that. That's better. Not the best, but it'll work. Then what we do is we go ahead and we build a little island right here. It's a little bitty island. Probably more right about here. Kind of like halfway in between. It could be smaller than this too. It doesn't have to be exactly the size. It could be that big. Maybe a little bigger, because we want to have refreshments and stuff. Okay. And then what we do? Let's pick a different color. Okay, this one's good. We build a bridge. Right here. Build a bridge here. Okay. Then we build a bridge here. Okay, so now we've essentially connected all these so they'll benefit off of tourism more, you know. If I do say so myself, this is a brilliant idea. And we're about to unleash the Kraken. Here we go. So, now, this island, what is this island, you're wondering? I'm sure you're curious. Well, this is where all the fun is going to be had. What we do is we have our ground here. This is, okay, so imagine this is half now. We have the sun up here shining bright. So, just so we know what we're looking at here. Super sunny day. Okay, we got a couple of clouds. It's not cloudy, it's just, if I used white, you wouldn't be able to see it, so, you know. Then we have another little cloud. Maybe birds. Then, the best part of this whole deal is we have what I call the pit. It's a giant pit, like that big. This probably goes from, we're talking probably 95 feet, depending. And then what we do is we throw all these sick fucks in this hole. We just throw them in the pit. And the best part, you don't even know what the best part is. I'm not talking about the people that are saying bad things. They can say bad things. They're just going to get canceled. But I'm talking about people like this guy who killed Charlie. People like that. People that like that dude on the subway that killed that freaking Ukrainian girl. People like that. This is what needs to happen to their ass. So, we throw all their ashes into the pit. The best part is yet to come. So this is real deep too. It's real deep. We're talking, there's no way out. Probably 150 feet. 150 feet. And what we do, since we have the bridge here, we have the bridge. What we do, this is going to be bigger than the Super Bowl. So big, so glorious. Over here we have refreshments. Refreshment stands, popcorn. You could pull your truck up right here, and you could throw whatever you want in that pit. Doesn't even matter. You got a cougar you want to get rid of? You throw him in the pit. In the pit he goes. And you can back your truck up, and you can watch what happens. We just throw them all in the pit. Give them a spoon. Give them a spoon. That's it. Next thing you know, they're fighting each other for spoons, because if they have two spoons, you could dig twice as fast. So that's the plan. Depending on what you want to throw in there. You want to throw a lion in there? All right. It's 150 feet, so we got to lower. We're going to have a conveyor belt system, too, to lower the animal. Or whatever, if you don't want it to break, kind of a deal. It can't be anything that will benefit them, though. Or, no, yeah, maybe we'll do that. Yeah, maybe we'll do. No projectile weapons, though. Only like, flails, maces, sticks, butter knives. And we might even have every once in a while, hey, we'll like once a month, we have like a deadly weapon day where you could throw like each person can only throw one sharp knife in there. Just one. But for whatever you're throwing in there, you got to pay. You want to throw a lion in there, that's going to be like $2,000. But that's going to be a hell of a show. That's going to be a hell of a show. You know what? You would not be able. You would have people. This would be bigger than the Super Bowl. Bigger than the Super Bowl. We would make money. And all the money goes to the government. Oh, no. No, let's change that. Ixnay that. You know what? Here's what we do. I just figured it out. Oh my God. Goddamn, I'm smart. Oh, how did I get so smart? What we do. I got to open up another paint. Can I open? Yeah, I can open 2 of these. We do like the government does to us in California. Now, each state is responsible for creating their own pit. This is not our responsibility. It's not the government's responsibility. It is the state's responsibility to make their own pit. So all these places, the landlocked places, they can make a pit in the lake. Like, you could do a pit in the lake. It doesn't have to be the ocean. Like, boom, Lake Laguna, Barbacora. Make your own pit. But the thing is, it's got to be in the middle of the water. Because that's just the way it is. So, and, you could have a pit everywhere. You could have a pit here. You could have a pit. Oh my God. Oh no, that's the ocean. Duh. You could have a pit everywhere. Look at these pits. Boom, pit. And so, yeah, it's like on a Sunday, everybody pulls up their truck. But what we do is the government doesn't get all the money. We get 70% of the money and they get 30%. Whoa. How about that? Damn. Everybody would be hoping there were more crazy people. People would be going on pit tours. I'm going on pit tours across the United States. Pull back. It's BYOB. It's BYOB. Man, and you could just throw your trash down in there. It doesn't even matter. You want to throw an egg at one of them? And there's no cover. I don't know. We'll have to discuss the cover later. But there's like no cover. So they're all out in the open. You can look at a criminal and you can just go, oh yeah, you want to throw a rock? Throw a rock. I mean, it might knock him out. And that's just what happens when you get put in the pit. Because you can't make this shit fun. You have to make these fools fear for their life when they do some crazy shit like this. Not like, oh, we go on to, what do they call it? Med-Cal or some shit? I don't know. Where the famous people go for prison. You got to make them scared as hell. They're like, man, bro, I have been there and I have thrown shit into the pit. I do not want to go in that sucker because these fools don't have toilet paper. There's a bucket that comes down with some slop and everybody has to fight over it. It's literally insane. And that would, yeah, and like, no kids are allowed. That's for damn sure, because you don't know what these fools are doing in the pit. Some of them might just be nude, running around, trying to get some. We don't know. But, you know, you bring a rock, you can bring, like, whatever trash you got a refrigerator you want to get rid of, you just throw that sucker in there. You could try to aim for somebody even if you want. Like, it doesn't even really matter. Maybe we'll have like a big trebuchet where we could, like, if you have like, oh, dude, we got to make the pit bigger. That's what we got to make the pit bigger. We got to make it like half a football field. It's got to be half a football field big. And it's got to be 100 feet deep. 100 feet deep. Yeah. Half a football field, 100 feet deep. And on each side, there's trebuchets. So you can load like, you got you got one of those old heavy ass TVs you just want to get rid of. You just launch that sucker in there. Oh, we need to have two pits. Two pits. One. So, and that's the way, and so we can alternate the prisoners. So maybe we'll have two pits and we'll have a gate in the middle so that we, we'll come up with something. We'll raise the gate. They go over to the other pit so we can clean all the debris out of the one pit. And then we can make them go back. That way we can, like, we got to cycle out the big stuff, right? But yeah, like that's and we could charge a cover. 25. I would pay $25. Sunday night pit night. You could bring fireworks. You imagine shooting some Roman candles at those fools? Like, yeah, this is fun. They're like all cowering in the corner like some little, You're like, shut up. Throw a big old rock at his ass. Anyways, that's my idea. Like, we're too lax when it comes to punishments. Putting them in prison, giving them a nice meal, it's not working. It's just not working. It's not, obviously. Because people don't give a shit. They're like, oh, yeah, well, I get free food, free room and board. I get to sleep as long as I fucking want. And that's it, Or we just bring back the chain gang. Here's a big boulder. Break that down into little rocks. And whenever you're done with that, then you'll get some food. And you'll just get enough food to sustain you for the next boulder you're going to break down. Okay? So, go ahead and get to it. We're too fucking nice. Take away all the meals. You got to earn your damn food. I don't understand that. You got to work, bro. What are you doing? You don't went and killed somebody. Now you're going to be in here just chilling, free food, and we're paying for it? Execute that dude immediately. Don't waste my money on giving him any goddamn nutrition. So, the last thing I want to say is I want to talk about Ilhan Omar's callous comments, which are perhaps the most egregious response that came out from the Democratic. It came from the Democratic Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. She was one of the members of the squad. Stupid. So rather than simply mourning Charlie or condemning political violence, she went on Mehdi Hassan's program and lashed out at conservatives. She complained that Republicans were weaponizing Kirk's death to make the left look bad, and scoffed at those saying Charlie just wanted a civil debate. She said, these people are full of shit, Omar said, but like bluntly, referring to anyone painting Charlie in a sympathetic light. Think about that. Within a day of the murder, while Charlie's wife was literally in tears, a sitting Democrat congresswoman demeaned those expressing any positive remembrance of him. She could not even for one moment separate herself from partisan animosity. She did say that she felt anger and sadness at the killing, but her anger seemed directed more at Charlie's supporters than at the actual murder. And this lack of basic decency, effectively spitting on Charlie's reputation before his body is even cold, is appalling. It shows how deep the hatred runs on the left, when even an assassination can't pause the misunderstanding or the mudslinging. Like, I mean, that says so much. You would hope that this indecent would prompt some soul searching among Democrats and left-leaning media about their own rhetoric. You would like there are some left-leaning individuals that are like, I cannot associate with you guys. I just can't. I can't do it because you are demonic, evil. You are the worst humans on earth. But yeah, they could. They have said the lie to themselves so many times that they actually believe it, and so do their followers. They're a cult. They're emotionally charged. They're not logically driven, because a cult is an emotional thing. That's how they work. They don't operate on logic. They would follow. There are cults, because you know what? Cults, they will kill themselves for the cult. That's essentially what that dude did. Tried to become some kind of a weird martyr by murdering a dude that was just having peaceful debate. It's sick, man. It's sick. And I'm really concerned at where we're going. Anyways, yeah, I got a lot of editing on this fucking video to do because I cuss a lot. But I'll post it here in a little bit. Alrighty. Well, I think that's all I have for the Charlie Kirk thing. I don't want to drag this on for the rest of my life. I'm not sure, really. I didn't know Charlie Kirk. But it does mean something to me. It means a lot to me. But I had to sit with it for a while to figure out why. Because there was somebody who said, oh, what's so special about him? Who cares? People die all the time. But it's not the same. It's not the same as some guy walking down the street. It's not even the same as a thing that happened on the subway with that Ukrainian girl. That was crazy. horrible. Jesus Christ, man. You can't fucking do nothing. You can't trust nobody. Don't turn your back on nobody, bro. But it's different because it represents an idea. It represents free speech. He represented an idea. He represented free speech. And they're trying to kill. If they cannot win, they will do whatever it takes. And that's the scary part. Because now you can't, I don't know, can you go out and just have an open conversation, or is somebody going to try to kill you? And that's what's so sad, and that's what lets me down. It makes me feel like we are all really losing our way as a humanity. Because in any relationship, we're all in a relationship with one another in one way or another, right? What kind of relationship exists that is good where nobody communicates? What kind of marriage exists if nobody communicates? What kind of relationship do you have with your kids if you don't communicate? And the answer is none. You have no relationship. And you learn nothing from one another that way. You don't know who the other person is, and they don't know who you are. So it's easy to demonize them, to dehumanize them, to make them lesser than human, because you're not understanding, and you have been in your echo chamber so long, both left and both right. You know, I'm just saying, this is just in general. This is just general thoughts that I'm having. You got to know. You got to know who you're in this relationship with. And we all are breathing the same air. So in one way or another, we're all in a relationship. And so it's just sad to me, the fact that we are all essentially like in this together, yet one side will stab you in the face if you even try to discuss it. It's a shame. All right. That was longer than I expected. Yeah. Well, welcome to the corner. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and ring the bell icon, because I post here often. I'm going to try to start posting more often, but we'll see how it goes. All right, everybody, have a good night. Bye.